It's too bad you didn't catch her on film the way she was when I came up. See how she's nice and quiet now? Right? Because she wants a leader, right? And she keeps telling you that, right? So ground exercises, I mean, she gives the pressure, right? I just did a little something on her thing. Before I set her loose, and this is where your dad got in trouble for just cutting her loose as soon as she got in the pen, and she kind of ran off and had her butt uncomfortably close to him. Okay, so teach her, before you let go, use this whole thing as a tool, right? Move her around, move her hips. And a true cross, right? The first one was the shuffle, whoa. Right, and when I say whoa, see how she just stops? Nice and square. She gets a little stuck in her shoulders, so I'm gonna do this a little different. I'm gonna back her up first, right? Because I know she knows her back up. And again, right, pressure from, not by poking. The other day you pulled her back with the bit, right? And that's a big no-no with your mare, okay? So do this exercise, let this be your tool. Whoa. Good. Whoa. And that's okay, we haven't done this. I haven't touched her since, you know, I did a very brief amount of work and I haven't done any much since, okay? So I'm not gonna get real frustrated that she's not crossing over perfectly, but she's not being, remember how she used to run me over or bulge in or whatever? Okay, so I'm gonna take that as an improvement and a big effort, and of course, left shoulder's better than the right one, right? Okay.
In the sun over there.
Oh, you want me in the sun? Crap. Okay. So have we lost any ground since whatever, since late spring? No, not really, because that's about when I stopped working with it, right? What we need now though is that you tap into that so that it's at the surface all the time and not, right? When I took her, when did I clue this in? Now or over there when I grabbed her? Yeah, first thing I did was just get her in her space and out of mine, and she, right away she was like, okay. She likes boundaries, okay? They're like children. Okay, and then the last thing I'm gonna do, which I know is ridiculous because she's already dropped her head like 10 times for me, right? But I'm gonna drop her head. And this, my friend, is you, when we're done, putting your bridle on with absolute, you know, relaxation. And it's nice she's keeping her head down because there's a lot going on. Easy. Good. Okay, and she's not flexing, so I'm going to put my whip down because I'm not going to bonk her in the head there. Oh, there. Good girl. Okay, I just wanted to make sure she still had it. All right, now we're ready to exercise. Okay? So right away, see that? That's screwed. So I'm going to swish my whip. Bad. How are you this night? So I'm going to control her hip. Good girl. And because she respects me and moves off pressure, she is going into the corner. So if the camera would have been there, you would have been in big trouble, right? It's like lunging, and that's why for me going from lunging to round penning was, and I back away my pressure, and I'm going to invite her in. What I don't want is for her to turn out, and again I haven't, so I'm going to give her a little bit of trouble for that. And she's turning out, so I'm going to keep the pressure on. I'm going to put this stupid rope down. And I'm not doing, So when she turns, I put the pressure on. Otherwise, I'm just directing it, right, Ren? And all the running, she's doing that. I'm not going crazy with my whip or anything. Because she doesn't want to turn in. As she slows down, as she slows down, of course, there's someone. So I'm going to keep control of that hip. She can't turn it to me. And I might even have to whoa her to get her to turn in, and that's okay too.
A little.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna push harder. Good, good girl. So I upped the pressure a little because now she's being silly. Hey. Good girl. They're not allowed to turn out because you're just creating rude behavior. Good girl. Now we've got our lick and our chew. See how much slower she's going now too? Have I changed anything? No, but what's happened is that resistance is gone. Once the resistance to pressure goes, then you don't get these overreactions to it, right? Right, like bucking. Good girl. Gonna invite her in again. Good girl. And see that nice crossover, right? Little turn on the haunches. And ideally, and that's what I was warning you guys about, I want it, if you do this properly, it can supple her and help her be more receptive. If you run her, let her run ragged, bucking and kicking at you, A, she's being rude and she's creating more rude behaviors, but B, she also could really hurt herself. As much as possible, make it like lunging. Whether or not you have a lead rope. So she doesn't want to turn in. Good girl, that was good. That was good, girl. See, and she's licking and chewing because she was going to be naughty there. And maybe I can canter a little. Canter. Good, easy, easy. It's a bit deep in here, so I'm not going to do too much. Don't let her turn the other way. Good girl. And trot, good. Trot, trot, trot. So she's being a little rude, so I'm gonna deal with that. And then I'm gonna ask her again. Good girl. And then I get it, right? I don't make a big deal and fail, right? Just keep adding a little more pressure and ask again, and then she changes her mind about it. So we cantered one way, cantered the other. Right? And same with lunging. People who swish their whips and make a lot of noise, they're not being effective. Now she's disunited. Oh. Good girl. You see her fix that? Good girl. That was interesting. Good girl. And that's nice because she got to figure that out without our big butts on her back, right? Good girl. Lots of licking and chewing. I'm going to release a bit of pressure. I'm going to ask her to stop with my head. Good. And whoa. See if I can stop her. Good. So I'm kind of inviting her in. No. So she's being a little rude. Oh, that was very rude. Good girl. Good girl. Lots of tension going, eh? Good. Lots of licking and chewing. Good. I'm going to ask her again. Whoa. Whoa. Come here. Come. So there's lots going on, but I want to keep her attention by keeping her hip off of me. You want to come? Oh, good girl. Don't do that. Whoa. Good. So see how I kind of cornered her? That's okay. Use your arena. The goal is to get up to her shoulder without her turning her hip to me, because that's something she's made a bit of a habit of, right? That's how come she managed to kick somebody in the tummy that one day, right? Because she gets herself, she knows how to manipulate you. Good girl. Good girl. But round penning's got to be relaxing, not exhausting, okay? It's a big difference. Same with lunging, right? People who lunge to get the kicks out, no, it should be relaxing, not this big adrenaline rush. Good. See how nice she's crossing over? But I don't like that butt to me, and I'm going to address that. Good for her. She wanted to turn out and then she didn't, then she did, right? So I'm a little bit in front of her, but not too much. You see how she's got that hip in? That's you riding her, right? There, that's straighter. Good girl. Oh, what you doing? So there she gets unsure. She's like, does she want, am I allowed in or not? And then she gets a little defensive. Good girl. See how I'm giving her a little more freedom too to do the right thing? Because you'll never be able to force a horse to do anything. You've got to get them thinking that that's the right thing to do. Whoa. Good girl. Right? So that in the end you have a partner and not a rival when you're riding. Okay? Good girl. So is this the same horse I found racing around at the end of her lead line with her tail up in the air? No, right? And I didn't ever get really strong, but what I did was I got very clear, firm boundaries. Everybody look at the holes in my gloves. Couldn't find a pair of those holes. Okay, so Ren, you're gonna come in and do kind of the same thing. And maybe I'll get the lead rope so you can start your groundwork. Come on. Oh, is your boy there? Hi, honey. See how she's looking for me? That's cute. Because she loves Ren, eh? Gosh, I should have worn my mud boots for this spring. So we'll start with the little ground exercises. Good girl. So is that pretty clear what I want to achieve? Boundaries and harmony and relaxation, right? Not a bunch of wing nutty, crazy tail up in the air. And did you notice how much more balanced she became as she relaxed and released to the pressure? She went from cantering on one side disunited to, like, you know, nice and balanced, pretty slow. You can't go slow when you're unbalanced. Now whip, if you're gonna use it, make sure, I mean, she's pretty de-spooked, like she's not spooky with we've worked on this lots, like in helicopter, but just good tactics is not to have things around their legs. So first exercise could even be the desensitization, right? Okay. Okay, so we've done this before, so this is revision work, but keep at her shoulder. Yeah, I'll come with you.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Shoulder to shoulder. Let's move her butt around.
Yeah.
Wide.
So your lead rope's too long. Have it so that, yeah, don't ever wrap it around your fingers. Have it so that you can quickly, if you hold your elbow to your side, that her head will stay on you, okay, when you're at her shoulder. Turn your hip to her. Turn your hip. Yeah, turn your hip. Good, yeah, super, but you're too close. There, yeah, stay, so watch. So I'm gonna stay my shoulder parallel to hers, and then I'm gonna move my hip.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna move my hip to move her hip so that I'm doing a pivot. It's all, that's why the great debate of lunging and round penning. you know, I have no comment because it's all pretty much the same thing. Give, dip. Okay? But no, stay lined up. Your shoulder with her shoulder. You're too long. She can get too far, and don't have it short enough so that when you're shoulder to shoulder, inside shoulder to inside shoulder, you, okay? Good. Move her over. Move it. Yeah. Good. That was good. She was like, hey, I can't go there because she's there. Good. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. That was lovely because there was something going on and she wasn't 100% at attention. However, she still stayed obedient. Yeah, so get organized. That's part of the trick, being organized, right? You can't outsmart someone if you're watch, and yeah, hitting them in the head's usually not good. So that's okay with this older mare who's kind of been worked a lot with the whip and stuff. If you're starting a baby, little mistakes like that cost big. Okay, because the trust thing, you're just building it. She knows that's an accident. A baby might be like, oh, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, you're mean. She's like, oh, whatever. That's it. Good. Super. Really good. Much better than last time we did this, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is great because I don't think you've worked it that much. So her attitude is still good. Like I said, we've got a bit of highness going on. And whoa. So I'd like you to back her up a step by stepping towards her with your chest firmly open, body language firm, yeah, and then stop because there's a wall there. Good. And say praise. Yay. Give her a little rub. Good. And then walk forward. Let's start with her left shoulder. So you're going to take, so you're always pivoting, okay? Like this to move your horse, same as when you're riding, okay? That channeling of the energy. So when you ask for front leg, instead of pivoting this foot and moving the outer foot to move her away, now you're going to pivot. This is your inside foot because you're moving this way, okay? And this is a little trickier with her. If she starts getting really in front of you, calmly ask her to back up a step because part of it's getting, she didn't get it. She was very used to just going wherever, right? So it was a very new concept. So, you know, this is refresher stuff. Help her out because she wasn't very good at this when we last worked on it. And honestly, we didn't get good at it, right? But she's been ridden a lot and her attitude's changed a lot. So is that going to get you what you want? No. There. Get her focused. Yeah, and move her away. So open this shoulder. This side is moving her that way. Nope, you're keeping this foot still. Make a wall and move her. Make a wall and move her. Yeah, but so stay in front. Good. Oh, good. And big pats because I said she immediately backed away because she's like, oh my goodness, I've gotten in front of his space, right? She's a really smart mare, right? So we have to respect that and give her credit for doing some good thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially when it comes to being polite. So if what you can do, you can even switch hands if it helps you. To remind you that this is your lunging rein and this is your pushing her. Push. No, don't get in front of her, love. Okay. Push her, push her, push her. Yeah, good girl. Give her some love for that. That was really good. What a good girl. Okay, now let's try the tricky dicky right one.
Is she not good with the right?
Yeah, that's always kind of been our sticky, and if you notice, left lead canter, right?
Yeah.
When what side does she kick the wall with? Right hind. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, and it's a million times better than early spring, right? But you know, she was going good, so we've been coasting, so we got to push the envelope again. Okay. Okay. So set her up for success. Now that foot is already set up in front of this foot. We want this foot to take a step over that one. So we get behind it? So we want to back her up even half a step. Okay, square her up a little more. There, now this. Open and firm and move the wall. Move the wall away. Move it away. Keep moving away. Don't step in front of her. So, easy. Oh, hun. Back. Good. And even half a step like that is fine. And then we're into the wall. So we're going to set yourself up for success by giving yourself some room. Okay, so we'll try it again over here. Okay, and I want you to try it.
Okay.
And I'm going to cheat a little. Some guys do it by bringing the head over. See the match is okay. Come on. Good girl. Okay, that's a give when she crosses, okay? And you'll notice she's not, remember she used to get really defensive about it and kind of get her back up?
Yeah.
Now she's just like, oh, okay, and she's trying, okay? And that I really think we need to praise her for trying. Okay. So think about what you're doing. No, get this shoulder, there. Shoulder and shoulder. Keep your shoulder aligned and keep pushing her away from you. Ask again. No, you're letting her walk all over. There. Oh, there. Did you see? There, good, praise. Look at all that licking and chewing because she's like, you know, I really didn't have to do that. I am such a good girl, right? Because your body position was kind of inviting her on top of you. When what you want is to invite her away and even force the issue, okay? So that was kind of cute because she licked and chewed and she kind of did that on her own a little bit. Okay, one more. Yeah, and even if it's just half a step, but get that left foot aligned with her left foot. Not on top of it, yeah, now get your hip over there too by her shoulder. Yeah, now pivot. Pivot, don't step back. No, now you're letting her sneak out of her, right? No, don't let her deke out, just, yeah, see, even just wave your finger. There, oh, good girl. Okay, because you're not being firm enough. She can't come this way, end of story. It's like you're a wall. It's not, like, you're here. Okay, the force is being exercised and then she's being pushed away. At no point can she actually, like that was terrible. And she thinks she's pretty funny when she does that. She's not being really naughty, eh?
Yeah.
I think you'll have a good ride on her today.
Yeah, especially hurting her end.
Okay, so do one more time.
Okay.
Get that half step. Be more convincing, okay? She's like, love. Half a step. No. Get her over. Ah! Get that arm busy. Your right arm. Wake up. Wake up your right arm. There, yeah. Okay. That's tough because she's tough this way and you're getting anything's good, okay? But she certainly, even if she steps back or not sideways, she certainly shouldn't be coming forward and to the right. She should be moving towards, okay, our left. One more half step towards the gate. So make your right arm is the energy, okay, the force. Move it, use it, go. Use the force. Put your arm higher. Lift and, lift. Yeah, no, keep going. You got it, you got it, you got it. There, yay. Look at her bewildered expression. She's like, what? Because she didn't want to give that and you coerced her into it in a manner that she found inarguable, okay? She could not argue with that. She's like, you make sense, you're being clear, you're being calm, right? Okay, so now let's do just a little bit of round penning. What I don't want to undo is because you don't want her to start turning away from you.
Okay, yeah,
But that's why I do my groundwork first, because otherwise you run them ragged trying to get that turn in, whereas if you reiterate or introduce the concept before you let go, then you don't have to exhaust them to get it, okay? Because again, a horse that's sore the next day after you work them is a horse that thinks you make them sore the next day when you work them, okay? All right, well, I'll stay with you. I was gonna go run away, but that's not helpful. Yeah. Here, I'll take this rope because it was a pain. So wait, come over here. Okay, so remember I taught you how to lunge once upon a time?
Yeah.
So basically when you release her, you want to be set up so that you're sending, oh honey, she's like, again, but I was so good. So that you're sending them forward away from you and not turning. When you bring a horse to and from pasture, and I think I taught you this when I first met you, what do? Turn them to face the gate, undo the halter and leave out the gate, so if they do a big spin around and kick up their heels, you're already gone. But okay, so place yourself, so that's what this is, right? Because if I'm here Well, yeah, she could run me over. She could just deke out to the left and catch me.
Yeah.
Or to the right and catch me with her left hind. Like, who knows, okay? So that's really important. All right. I'll stay with you. So push her. Give her direction. Yep. Now you can unfurl your whip and keep just pushing. You can even push her with one finger if you want, really, when she's receptive, okay? Or we can just use our rope. But I like that this ring's a little bigger. It's a little more challenging and it makes us actually get a real give.
Should I get her trotting?
Just keep her moving. Yeah, maybe get a little trot out of her. No more pressure. Arms firm. Yeah, good. And just push her. So again, you're pushing. Keep your left foot fairly still and push her with your right arm. Move her around you just like you would if you're lunging. If she gets too far in, push her out. Good. Okay, now release the pressure. Now you're going to come out in front of her a little. Yeah, good. So swish your whip a little. Not in front of her. Push her forward. She wants to go that way. Fine. She can go that way. Go, 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 go. Go until you get tired of it. Oh, that's no fun, she says. Okay, now release the pressure. Arm down. Relax your body. Come towards her face. But try. So keep. So watch what I'm going to do. Oh, she's having a poo. She doesn't poo much when she works. She really holds in a lot of tension, so this is good. So I'm going to hold her with my left arm. Okay, to be clear that she can't move her hip towards me. And I wish I didn't have holes in my fingers. Okay. So she's, again, a little trickier to get from left to right because she doesn't want to give that right side so easy. Whip down. Don't create too much energy. Now come in front of her. Put your hand, and come in front of her. Scoop her around with your left shoulder. Scoop her around. Yeah, scoop her around. Keep, nope, leave up. Scoop her. This is your left shoulder. Oh, you had her. Nope. Good. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Here's what I mean. Whoa. So I'm going to take my left shoulder. And this is a little ridiculously close because I could get kicked. Okay, but did you see how I kind of... And don't let her turn around. Okay, so she's not happy about that. Okay, but keep her moving in whatever direction we've set her out on. She can't decide what direction. Okay, now turn her around. Right arm, scoop her out. Scoop her off the rail. Scoop her off the rail. Good, yeah, excellent. Okay, now the tricky part, getting her back to the right. And that's okay, you successfully get the left a bunch. Oh, good, good. Now push her the other way. Oh, and praise with your voice. Good. That was cuteness in itself. That was just too cute. Now push her forward into a trot. Don't get into her space, get her out. Send her off with energy. No, you don't need to touch the mare. Just swish this thing once. Keep your hip. See how she's getting there. There. That's you putting your right leg on and getting those nasty behaviors in the tack, right? They don't change their behavior when you put the tack on. If they're head shaking, bucking things, then that's what they'll do. If they rear up, then that's what they'll do. If they shut down and get nervous, like whatever it is. She used to shake her head a lot, right? Yeah. That's her stress thing. Push, push, arm up. Big motions, yeah. Fine. Keep her moving right, keep her right, keep her right, keep her right. Arm up and arm down and release the pressure. Slow yourself. Nope, get her out. Don't let her come in here. There. So shoulder, right? Just like when you're lunging. You can indicate with your right, take your right arm for a second, push her out. She's trying to really join up right now. Okay, and stop her. And bring her in, scoop her around. Scoop her around, let her come to you. No, so scoop her back. Scoop her. No? Good girl. Okay. Get her to come to you. Don't chase her. Same thing, even when you're pushing her forward, don't chase her. Push her away or attract her to you. Okay? Is that helpful? I have no idea what time it is. Let's see if you can get her. I don't have treats for you. All I have is dog biscuits. Do I feed treats anyways? No, but see, that's a reflex she has. When I'm good, I will get food. No, when you're good, we're gonna release the pressure and give you love, right? Okay, see if you can just do her a couple more times, and then that's about enough. When your horse gives to this degree, you know, pushing them until they get fed up and make a big mistake, you know, she's given you some pretty big gifts. Yeah, so send her off. Tell her you want to go that way. That was me telling her. Okay. Use your right shoulder. Use your body. Like, just like, and this will be good for you in the saddle because that's what you're doing with your core, right? You're using your core even now. And your arms and whips are just extensions of your core. Push her forward. Get her to attention. Yep. Push her to a trot. Yep. Okay. Push her. Keep the hip on off of you. Head on. Yeah. Now slow it down. Push her. Push. So you have to anticipate more. She's looking out. She's saying, no, boo-boo, I'm not paying attention, right? Give a little swish with your whip. Cluck with your tongue. Say, hey, do something. You can use your voice. You need to be more vocal. You don't have your body right now to touch her, right? You can't always touch. Good. Body language and voice. Okay, ready? Next corner, scoop her around and change her. So slow, take the pressure off, let her walk with her hip out, There, now switch. Super. Push off, trot, right away, and don't let her switch back. Arm up. You're pushing her, yeah, use your right arm, get moving, kiddo. Yeah, even if she's tired and bored, she's still got to be obedient, okay? I'm just saying we shouldn't push her to that point. I'm not saying that if she is, she can be naughty. That naughty is never an option, right? I don't care what's going on. Okay, now release the pressure. Release the pressure. And just energy down. Block her a little with your left shoulder. Turn her around, bring her to you. Good, now bring her right shoulder. Yeah, and just keep guiding her up to you. Yeah, and then walk up to her and pat her on the forehead. On the forehead. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. Okay, great. So now, that's great. Here, I'll give you this. Capture your wild pony that you have tamed through fantastic groundwork. Okay, so there's the pony. Now, we didn't work the bucks out or sweat her out till she's exhausted to get her ready for the cows. What we did was we mentally prepped her, and great, advantages, yeah, if she did have some bucks, they came out. Yeah. Okay, but that wasn't the purpose of the exercise. It was getting her obedient, okay? And then now you should have a fun ride. And this is what I want you to do on Fridays before our lessons, okay? And that's why I don't want people just free lunging her around. Right? I would love for somebody to help us, but they've got to be productive. Okay? Because, yeah, we need her to turn in, not out. We need her to move forward and not be rude and crazy. Okay? She wears the crazy hat well, but she's not real comfortable in it, okay? So she needs to let it go because she doesn't actually like it that much. She likes being a